Alright, so it's been a little bit, but here we are again. So, for anybody who's been watching me, or the few little people, the one or two people that follow me, you know that I am looking for an apartment. I am looking for somewhere else. This place is no longer working, and I'm looking for somewhere else. Also looking for something closer to work. I must say, apartment hunting is annoying. It is annoying to the nth degree. There is so much foolishness that is out here now that I didn't realize was even here because I haven't had to look for one for what's got to be at least 10 years now. You may know, I work in Montgomery County. I work for the government. Doesn't matter if it's national, state, or local. I work for the government, okay? And I am making at least what I term consequential money, good money, okay? A simple fact of the matter is I can afford pretty much anywhere down there. Now, there are some places in Montgomery County where the rent is like, for a one-bedroom, one-bathroom apartment is like $6,000 a month. Obviously, I'm not doing that, and obviously I don't believe I can even afford that because you got to make 6 times that. So you got to be pulling in, and I just say 6,000 as a round number. It's actually a couple hundred more than 6,000. So you got to make 3 times that. Okay. Needless to say, I am not pulling in 18,000 a month. If I was, I probably wouldn't have a YouTube channel. Okay. But roughly about 85-ish% of the apartments in Montgomery County, Maryland right now, I can afford off my salary alone, even with the 3 times requirement. Okay. That being said, oh, and by the way, you saw that you see the title of this video. I'll be getting to them in a moment. In fact, you probably see them over here. Okay, but I'll be getting to them in a moment. That being said, 2 things. Number 1, I do not need a fancy place. Okay, I do not need, despite the fact that I can afford a quote-unquote fancy place, okay, I do not need a fancy place. The only thing that really I'll be using my apartment for is eating, sleeping, and storing everything that's in this room, which is pretty much all that I care about. Okay? So I do not need a fancy place. That being said, I'm not about to move into the ghetto. Okay? So, there is that. It is very annoying, some of the things that people ask for. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about this right here. Let's go to this. Before I get in on these people, let me also say that the reviews I don't much care about with places. People have their positive and negative reviews. I generally don't look at the reviews as much because I'm very simple and everything is automatic. Excuse me. Having this, so everything is very automatic with me. All of my bills are on auto pay. The minimum payments on everything is on auto pay. I have it all on an Excel spreadsheet, but they're all on auto pay. Rent would be on auto pay if once I figure that out. So there shouldn't be any problems. And obviously I'm not going to be renting from a place that doesn't have a portal that you can just automatically pay from. I'm not money order and cash going into the office. No, I don't do that. So there's that. So those kind of comments doesn't bother me. People having problems with rent and all that stuff. Certain things such as, oh, the outside looks horrible. Look, any apartment that I move into now, I'm not going to be there for the rest of my life. There's a very specific reason why I will be wherever the hell I end up, okay? And I'll get on that in a second. I do not care about the looks of the outside place because inside, I get to make it look however I want. And I can make the inside look as nice as I want. Dealing with infestations or pests or bug problems from the neighbors, well, that can happen at any place. Obviously, certain places it's probably not going to happen anywhere near as much, if at all, compared to others. But again, this is where, I don't know if you want to call it rugged individualism, probably not, but this is where, much like I am not above getting under my car and changing some oil or changing, in fact, I actually need to do the entire front end suspension on my car, which I'll be doing sometime in the coming week, replacing all the front end stuff minus the CV joints. So there's that. But much like I'm not above that, I am also not above going to Home Depot or whatever and getting a whole extermination, custom making my own extermination for the bugs and stuff to keep them at bay, right? So everybody else is worrying about infestations, whereas I am fine. I'm not above that. My main thing now, despite how much money I'm currently making and slated to make, especially this year, election year, my main thing is reducing as much of my living expenses as possible to have maximum amount of money to wipe out debts. That's it. So again, this is the reason why I am not looking at the more upscale, high-end places, despite the fact that I single-handedly can afford it. Okay. Because yeah, I can afford it, but then it takes longer for me to pay stuff or wipe out debts. Okay. And so that's where this whole entire thing comes any at all. This is probably the worst place of all the places I've seen. Why? Simple. The rent is the absolute best. For being in Montgomery County, Maryland, this is by far the cheapest rent you're going to get while having an apartment. I don't even think senior living is as cheap as this. Okay, where are we? Let's see here. It's not showing it here, but all right, let's just do it like this. Let's just do it like that. You'll see it in a second. Oh, why did it? Okay, well, whatever. Just do it like that. Sort, rent, low. Room, or townhouse, room, Cider Mill Apartments. There you go. Cider Mill Apartments, where I'll be getting back to in a second. Here it is. 1 to 3 bedrooms. The rent range is $11.53 to $18.29, meaning 3 bedroom. Okay, well, I'll show unavailable floor plans. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. The highest is 1829. You see what I'm talking about now? 1829 for 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. You probably aren't even going to find that here in Frederick, Maryland. You probably have to go to Hagerstown, and maybe you might see this. Maybe. So you might be then asking, what's up with this place? Why this place of all places? In fact, let's go to the next. Londonderry is 12 to 3,000. There you go. In fact, let's go to apartments. Cider Mill, Londonderry, okay. I don't know why this is here. This is not. See? And it goes to 4 there. 5, 6. And let's see if I see that place that I saw. I believe it's in Chevy Chase. Let's see here. 3 bedrooms. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Now, I don't know where. And where is this? Yeah. Chevy Chase-ish area, isn't it? Isn't this Chevy Chase? Isn't this not Chevy Chase? No, this is Gaithersburg. Huh. 3 to 11. Verified renter. Interesting. Anyway, let's leave this. You all can go look around on this on your own time. But let's go back. Cider Mill. Okay. I have no problem with the place. Okay? I have no problem, obviously, with the rent. When you are going to be pulling in over 120,000 because of the the handicapable amounts of overtime, you heard that here first, in a year, and that's after full taxes, yeah, you kind of don't. Rent like this is nice, especially considering that this place is like, what, 2.1 miles away from my job. That's the other reason why I'm looking for another job, is I'm looking for another place to live, because of commuting. This place is 2.1 miles away from my job. So there's that. So, okay, it's now 13 minutes. What's the problem, motherfucker? The problem is this. These two things right here. Now, these two things are the applications. I scanned these in. These are the applications for this place. Again, this is the cheapest place. Oh, one other thing. And apparently some places have this thing where it's a two-part system, where depending on your income, depending on your income, obviously I have the income where I have to match 3 times the rent. Obviously, I can do that. But there's another system on certain places that I'm seeing a lot more of, where you have to make a minimum amount, depending on the people that's going to be in your place. And then you have to make a maximum amount, and that, I believe, is here. Eligibility, here we go. Here it is. Low income housing / tax credit program. Now you might say, okay, well, that explains all of it. Right. But hold on. Low income restrictions. To qualify, you must be equal or below those in this chart. One person, minimum 35. I don't even know how much that is. Is that even minimum wage? In fact, let's do it. 35 to 80 divided, let's say you're getting paid, I'll be nice and say a week. That way you get an extra paycheck in the year, if I'm not mistaken. So that time divided by 52. 52 weeks in a year, so that's this much a week. 678.46 a week. And let's just say that's full time. Jesus Christ. Divided by 40. Did I do that right? 40 times 16 times 50. Okay, yeah. 16 an hour. 16.96 an hour. Okay. Okay. And the max that you can make, the maximum you can make, is this. For two people, this to this. Right? So there's that. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, dude, it's a low income place. It's essentially, if you look around at that area, the area where this is, you're wondering, how is this low income in the area where it's in? It's in Montgomery County. Montgomery County is not a low income county, okay? In fact, let's, to show you I'm not lying, Montgomery County, Maryland. Montgomery County, Maryland. To show you that I'm not lying here. MoCo, I hate that word. Montgomery County, Maryland. Economics. Economics. Where is it? What am I looking for here? Law, economic, top employer. Who is the top employers? Department of Health. Oh, okay. Interesting. Lockheed Martin, yeah, of course. Nuclear regulatory, yeah, of course. But, Montgomery County. Demographics. Right. Income. We're looking for income here. 2020 census. Education, culture, community. Okay, Montgomery County, Maryland. Income. Data.USA. Let's see. Median age is 39. Median household income. Okay. Median property value. And I don't know how much Potomac, of all Potomac and Chevy Chase, skews this, maybe, I don't know. Okay. So there's that. Okay. I mean, I could do this left and right. Census.gov. There you go. Population, housing, blah, 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 blah. There you go. High school graduate to 91, bachelor's 60. Right? There you go. So, needless to say, Montgomery County is obviously not. So, why this place? Don't know. However, for a place that is low income, okay, and it has places like Spectrum, okay, let me show you all this. Let me split screen this real quick. Okay. Let me show this to you. Spectrum Apartments. Yeah. Where is it? Spectrum Paramount. Here we go. Spectrum Paramount. Cider Mill Apartments. Okay. Spectrum Paramount, Cider Mill Apartments. This place. This place. So, Studio Apartments is 1601. Oh shit. Where was this? Floor plans? Was it floor plans? Was this it? Studio Apartments, 1601. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1829. These two places, to show you that I'm not lying, where is this? Home. Where is the Cider Mill Apartments? Contact us. And Spectrum Paramount, there you go. Feel free to go and research this up if you don't believe me. 18205 Lost Knife Circle, Spectrum Avenue. If you look that up, that I'll do it right now. I will do it right now. We'll do it right here, right now for you. Google Maps. Okay? Google Maps. Where is that? That is right here. Okay, you see it? You may have performance issues. Yeah, that's fine. There you go. Now, I am going to not even put in the other place. I'm just simply going to do this manually. So, Lost Knife is there. So they go that way. Montgomery Village Avenue, Christopher Avenue. Where is this? Montgomery Village, 355. So from here, Lost Knife, go to Montgomery Village Avenue, 355. We're going north. Now, we're going north. We're there to exit 12, King Kia. Does that look familiar to you? Huh? There we are. Spectrum Apartments. Spectrum Paramount. Spectrum Apartments is a high-end place. High fucking end. This place was built in what, 2016, I believe? Or 2018? Where the hell is this Cider Mill? This place was built in, I think, the 80s or some shit like that. They are literally... Right? But yet you saw the 1601 for a studio versus 18 something max for... Right. I can afford this place. However, I am trying to keep my rents low. I'm trying to keep all my expenses low. Why? Because I'm trying to pay off debts. And at the end of this year, all of my debts will be paid off minus my student loans. By the end of next year, my student loans will be paid off and I'll be 100% debt free. Okay. Bringing it back to why I'm slamming on these people. We can go away from this. For a low income place and the place with the cheapest and the apartments with the cheapest, obviously they don't have washer and dryer in unit. Okay, fine. With the cheapest rents in all of Montgomery County, why in the hell do they need some of the shit that they're asking for here? For example, okay, you want household, okay, personal household income. They ask for household income a million different times. Assets, checking deposit, okay, fine. Apartments out there. Does it matter if somebody has a checking account or not? As long as you get your money, does it matter if they have a checking account or not? Am I to understand you don't take money order? You don't take bank check? Well, I guess that means you have a checking account. Okay, bank check, whatever, fine. Money order. God forbid, just flat out cash. We all still like cash, don't we? I like cash. Following assets. And you have to please answer yes or no to all. Why the hell are you even asking? Certificate of deposits, IRA, stocks and bonds, mutual. Bitch, anybody who has that, do you think they would be renting from you, Cider Mill? Fucking hell. Real estate property. What? What? Household student status for... Employer information, okay, fine. Under 50,000 asset certification. Now, my thing is, if you were to say that this was a low income only place and you have to be low income to be here, fine. You don't say that though. You have low income tier for certain people that are obviously low income, and for the people that are higher income, you have the 3 times the rent tier. Under 50,000 asset certification. Why in the fuck are you asking for all of this? Spectrum doesn't ask for all of this, and Spectrum is a high-end apartment complex. High fucking end. Okay? Why is the lowest end place in all of Montgomery County asking for shit like this? Am I opening a bank account with Credit Suisse? Am I opening a line of credit with UBS? What in the fuck is this? Why are you asking for that? Do you think anybody with any of student self-certificate? Why the hell does that matter if I'm a student or not? As long as you have your money. I can Interestingly enough, I went there today and I saw what looked like an eviction. We're talking bed and we're talking beds, furnitures, all that stuff out on the curb, out on the side. And I mean a lot of shit. Something tells me if you get evicted from Spectrum, they're not going to have stuff out on the side. They are going to have it, they're probably just going to send it straight to the dump. Okay. All this shit you have to fill out. Marital separation status form, recurring cash asset. And you have to fill all this shit out. Now, it's bad enough that this stuff is in paper form. Again, I scanned this in. This stuff is in paper form. Custody and child. Why is that any of your fucking business? And this is what made me, despite the fact of my plan of just having asset what? Asset divestiture certificate, state of self. Okay, well that's different. Lease addendum land. And you have to fill all this shit out. The only thing that they should have is, okay, the criminal background check. Okay, fine. Maybe a credit check. Now, of course, they say, well, it's not dependent. Your credit really only depends how much, really only affects how much of a deposit you pay. It's not so much credit minimum to even get in. But my thing is, do you have 3 times the rent? You have your pay stub showing that. Or you have whatever to show that you are a low income and you not making more than this, but not making less than this. Fine. That, the criminal thing, maybe a credit check. Okay, so you need your social or EIN or TIN, whatever the hell it's called. That's it. Why in the hell do you need all of this for the cheapest place, the cheapest apartment complex in all of Montgomery County? I don't know if it's the cheapest in the tri-state area, but it's the cheapest in Montgomery County, Maryland. Why the fuck do you need all this? And this is just this application. Then you have this thing, which is, I believe, the criminal one. And I don't know why this all even came up in the first place, because when I got the form the first time, it was real thin. And now it's 2 thick forms. I say all of that to say this. I don't know how you apartment complexes are dealing. I really don't. Okay. I guess the high-end apartments don't need to worry. But for the regular and lower-end apartments, I don't know how the hell y'all are dealing. I don't know. Again, I saw an eviction, so, I mean, obviously not all of your tenants are doing well, right? But when you have tenants such as, or potential tenants such as me, that just have the raw cash, just the raw fucking cash coming in, the raw liquid money coming in, to be able to afford your place and not have any problems, have everything on auto pay, you know you're getting your money, stable employment to say the fucking least, the government here. Shit like this steers us clear. There is no way in hell I am filling out this form for this place, despite the fact that this place would match perfectly as far as financially for what I'm trying to do. Again, do I need to pay $10,000 a month to sleep when paying $1,000 a month will do just as well? It's still my bed, right? If you really want to exclude people, say, hey, minimum 720 credit score or 750 credit score to get in. Fine. But shit like this, asking information and you have to fill it out or else the application is void, and you don't get your money back, by the way, $45 fee. Asking all this shit that is none of your fucking business. And of all the places asking this, it is the absolute lowest, cheapest apartment, cheapest living quarters that's still an apartment and not somebody's house. A room in somebody's house. You apartment complexes are going to need, because this isn't the only one, this is just the worst one of them all, but this is not the only one, the only apartment complex that I've seen do shit like this. The fact that we're renting, right? People like me are renting. We can afford to rent. The fact that we don't have a house and we're renting, you're probably not, if you want quality tenants, especially ones that have plans like I do, you're probably not going to want to scare them off with foolishness like this. If you are a low income place, you do not need to be asking for more information than Barclays would ask for, or shit, give me another one. A Swiss bank account would ask for, or shit. What the hell is that French one? What the hell is that French one? Shit, what is that French one? Oh God, I should remember them from my Thomson Reuters fraud analyst job, because it's not Santander. No, it's not. What is that? Desjardins or Desjardins, Desjardins or something like that. In fact, hold on. Whoops. Ah, damn it. Desjardins, I believe it is. Desjardins, whatever. Okay. Whatever. Nope. Reject all. Desjardins, I believe it's called. We kept saying Desjardins. I believe it's Desjardins or Desjardins. Whatever. Point is, you're not them. I would expect them to be asking them or Credit Suisse, UBS, all of them to be asking for all this kind of information. You, no. 3 times the rent, background check, maybe a little credit check, all pass, done. And that's it. Comment if anybody else is in my situation where you can afford high-end luxury, but because you have plans for your money, you don't want to blow it on high-end luxury, at least not yet. You have other plans for your money. You have plans to get out of debt, then you have plans to maybe, God forbid, save, God forbid, invest, God forbid, travel, and it really doesn't help you to do that if your money is going into high-end living places, which you probably don't have the time to even enjoy all that much because you're too busy working the high-end money. Okay. As it stands right now, you might find me getting fatter as in this year doing these videos, because I had to stop going to the gym because of just the massive amounts of overtime that I'm doing now, and it's not even the worst of it. Right now, it's 15 hours of overtime a week, an extra so it's like 8:30 to 7. Normally it's 8:30 to 5, but now it's 8:30 to 7, and 5 hours on Saturday. I finally get a break Sunday. It's going to reach a point where it's going to be going to 9, then 11, and then on a certain day, 2 days during the year, it's going to be 22 hours straight. So, like I said, I have no use blowing money on high-end shit when I do not have the time to enjoy that high-end shit because I'm too busy working the high-end money that allows me to afford the high-end shit. So, there is that. But, as far as apartment hunting, for those of us who are of consequence with the money, what are you all doing? Because or really just anybody, any kind of tips at all? Because this is nuts. This is nuts. This is crazy that, again, this is not the worst of them. Yeah, you might say, okay, well, dude, you're going to the bottom of the barrel. What do you expect? I expect them to be the easiest to get into. I expect them to not ask me any questions. Just give me some fucking keys. That's what I expect. Okay? If I was going to whatever what is a fucking high-end place, Spectrum, okay, or somewhere down in, or hell, a place that I actually used to live at. Let's see if I pull it up. The Willoughby, the Willoughby, Chevy Chase, the Willoughby Chevy Chase. There we go. The Willoughby Apartments in Chevy Chase. I actually used to live here back when I was under 18, live here with my mom. Okay? 4,500. We actually used to live on the 5,500 Friendship Boulevard side. Apartment 2107 North, 20815. Yeah. Let's see here. And then it's just not available, not available, not available. Let's see some of the prices for this place. Yeah, this looks like the 5,500 side right there. But check back soon for prices. 1982 is when it was built. Interesting. There we go. See? The lowest studio is 1906. Feel me? Oh, well, similar nearby apartments. Never mind. But similar nearby apartments. So there you go. Point is, and this shit is just not available. This is not a place that you move in and move out of frequently. This is, yeah. Anyway, a place like this, I would expect them to ask those questions. List out your assets. List out stocks, bonds, crypto, fucking... Not for the cheapest place in Montgomery County. This is also in Montgomery County, even though it's like literally there on the DC border, DC Maryland line, down in Friendship Heights. This place gets to ask those questions. To a lesser extent, Spectrum gets to ask those questions. Cider fucking Mill? No. You get to be happy that I even entertain your ass. And I don't mean, and I'm trying my best to not sound like, however, I used to live here. I can afford Spectrum, but because of my plans and because of I'm letting these people breathe my air. Shit. Like, you know? And so when these people come with the worst, first of all, paper applications, despite having a website and a web portal, they have a paper application, so God knows who is seeing all this information. That cybersecurity expert here, cybersecurity pro, that right there was a big fucking red flag to me. And then being the lowest income place of all low income places in Montgomery County, but yet you're asking for the absolute most amount of information of seemingly any apartment complex, condo, anything in all of Montgomery County. Negative. So, for anybody else in similar situations, wherever else you might be, where you have high-end places you can afford, but then you are trying to look at low-end places because you have some sort of plan or scheme or or grandmaster strategy going, and these low end places are about the bullshit, do leave a comment as to how you handle it or how you maneuver around that, or do you just say fuck it, I'll take the high end place and take longer to do whatever the hell I wanted to do with my money rather than give it out to high end place and just that whoops and that be that, because there's only so much looking around I'm doing before I just say fuck it. So there is that. This video is going on long enough. Later.